Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Ali Kamenova Yoga. I'm Ali, and we're doing core activation, core repair, workout, exercise routine. So remember to flow with strength and ease. Starting in the front of the mat, we're going to bring the hands together, clasp, interlace the fingers, and bring the hands in front of you, fingers pointing out away from you, and pull the belly in, rounding the back. So you're going to pull the hands away from you and really round. Release. Two more, exhale and pull it in. Great. Two more. So now really deep and stretch through the shoulders. So you're really gonna press the hands away from you when you're in the lockout position, and really stretch the back of the shoulders and back. And release. This is really good for healing and repairing the area that is from the belly button up mostly. It's of course good for the entire core, but this is the focus here. All right, we're going to do a little ballerina walk. Make sure that your knees are pointing out and your feet are slightly out, so you're not straight up, you're slightly out. It doesn't matter the angle. I find that a nice 40-degree angle works for me. Contracting. Imagine the deep abdominal muscles wrapping around the body, and mainly focus on the front. That's where we're working. With the lift of the leg, you're activating the inner thigh and the core, which is both part of the core. Breathe and firm up the belly. Firm it. Pull it in. Let's draw little circles with the toes. And moving on with the wave. You're gonna imagine that your lower belly is a vessel, and you're scooping it in and almost scooping water with the pelvis. There is a partial vacuum here, so you're gonna tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly in, push the hips forward, scoop everything in, and then create the wave through the rest of the torso. So exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, release, and complete the wave. Exaggerate the movement, get into the movement, really feel it, use your breath, because that's how you get that vacuum action, stomach vacuum action in this type of dynamic moves. Think of this as mending your core. If there's separation, if there is weakness, if there is areas of weakness, because some people do have little predisposition or already developed hernia, which is thinning of the connective tissue in certain areas. So we're mending and bringing blood and circulation in each and every part of it, which just doing crunches won't do. We need moves just like that type of moves where it really goes into the connective tissue, into the fascia. Great. Go onto a wall and step about this far from the wall. So is that a foot around the foot, or just experiment with it? A meter, I meant to say, not a foot. And we're gonna bring, flexing the foot, bring one leg in, kind of keeping it straight, almost like a robot, and change. So this has the element of planking it and knee tucks. Well, it's really deep, even if your core is strong. Really squeeze it every time. Great, let's go for the full move. So straight leg, straight leg, straight leg, and feel this move being driven by the core. A few more of those. Great. Here we're gonna go a little more into the in movements. So take a easy plie and begin to reach side to side, 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 side. So now imagine your lower body completely steady. We're not moving the legs with the moves. We're keeping the legs and moving the body. Massaging the muscles around the spine. Keep going, keep going. It's getting to be hard. Come out. And we're going to bring the hands behind the head and do knee to same side knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now opposite knee to elbow. Squeeze 1, 2, 3. Squeeze 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time for vacuums. Bring your hands onto the knees. Take a few breaths just to bring the breath down. To calm. And hollow, empty the belly as you exhale. This was good. 2 more. One more. Reach over the head. Bring your right hand. It's a big thunder. Bring the right hand right above the wrist. Press the elbow back and reach over, and you're going to use your hand to really stretch. So keeping everything in line. If you feel that you're not aligning properly, you can glue yourself back to a wall and keep your contact, the shoulders and the hips to the wall, and reach. And then the opposite side. Now once you develop a little awareness of where the hips and shoulders are, tuck the tailbone slightly and reach. Very good. We're stretching the legs. Take a few deep breaths here. Really deep diaphragmatic breathing. Fill the belly up. Let's go to the wall again, and we're going to do a few pelvic tilts in wall chair. You can sit very gently in wall chair with a very mild bend in the knees. I'm going to go a little deeper and stick the lower back onto the wall. Make sure that your ankles are underneath the knees and not too close to you. So scoop your tailbone in, pull the belly in, really hollow it. It's a lot of inward work here, and release. And again, scoop it in. Everything pulls in, and it's so firm here. Release, one more. Two more. This works from the belly button down. One last. It's really hard, no matter how fit you are. If you're doing this with all you got, it's really, really, really hard. If you're obviously still not very strong in the core, which many of you that are doing this class probably are, keep going, and it should feel just as difficult as when it gets harder, because it's a matter of squeezing, and that awakens the muscles. The movement in combination with the concentration and the connection, mind-body, MODI for short, is what does it. Go a little higher, press your lower back into the wall, your thighs are hopefully feeling it, and we're going to do a few knee lifts. Again, open the knee out. 1, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press your hands into the wall, push yourself away. Nothing fancy, easy. All right, lower down onto your back. Hug your knees in, take a break. A few pelvic tilts on the ground with partial stomach vacuums. So again, really squeezing. It works really, really intensely on the lower portion of the belly, which is generally harder to target with many exercises. A lot of people seem to want to target the lower. So this is it. This is not just for pregnancy and for after pregnancy, and for postpartum, and for surgeries and such. It is for pretty much anybody that wants to awaken that area and have it real connected. So tuck it, do a pelvic tilt, hollow everything, tuck it in, pull the muscles in towards each other, and hold it for as long as you can, and then release and repeat. Great, let's extend the right leg, and we're going to draw a few circles with the toes on the right. You can press the elbows out for balance and really try to keep your hips balanced. A few circles with the right toes, followed by a few circles with the left side. Keep the belly in, really squeeze. Opening the toes out. Let's go again on the right. Now, if this is difficult, just do the circles real high. Keep your hand onto your belly, even under the pants, to make sure that everything is firing and working. Reach underneath the layer of fat so that you are having your fingers on your muscles. Beautiful. If you need to adjust where your leg is, adjust. If you need to make it a little easier, just leave the toes here and keep pushing, keep checking if you're uncertain. This is really going to strengthen. So the diastasis is the muscle separation, but there is another element to it, and that's the fascia that is underneath the muscle. So sometimes when you have diastasis and when you reach between the muscles in the separation, when you stick your fingers in there, the fascia feels very weak and there's just no support there. So this exercise is not only bring the muscles together, but they also strengthen the fascia. So the fascia is real strong and supportive. So even if you have a little bit of separation, when you reach, you can go deep. It's right there. It's just half an inch, less than half an inch, quarter of an inch deep, the separation, and we'll close the separation, but we'll also densify the tissue, strengthen it. Let's go a few more times. And if you don't have separation, this is just going to strengthen everything. Opposite side. Exhale, soften the belly. And let's go again. Change. Really keep it tight for the duration of the circles. Exhale and let's go. Great. Bend the knees, open the knees out again. Hands in prayer and slightly over the head, and lower the right leg down, left leg toe dips. Anywhere from 2 to 10 of those. Squeezing, same thing. The sensation here should be that everything is connecting and it's so firm and so nice. If it is not, one thing you can do is just bring the hands underneath the booty and make really small toe dips up until you can lower down a little more. Now with the hands under, it will really help you to get the move, and that is just a very good modification to make it a little easier so that you can work your way up. The hands over is just strengthening the entire core and making it a little more challenging. Beautiful. Extend the legs. Open the arms out. So now we're going to touch the right hand to the left foot. You can bring the opposite hand, the left hand, onto the belly to make sure that everything is good. If it's not, just skip it. Just lay for a moment, breathe, do a few more pelvic tilts. Five, opposite side. Bend the knees, Press the lower back into the floor. Extend the right leg. Either keep the heel on the ground if your core is still very weak, or you can keep it off the ground, and you'll extend and bring it in. Extend and bring it in. Squeeze. Beautiful. Keep striving. If some exercises open your separation a little more, then back off, hands underneath the hips, just do pelvic tilts, etc. Monitor your body the entire time. Those are very safe exercises, but everyone is different. Everyone's connection to their muscles is different, so you still have to be the judge. You still have to watch and monitor your body. There's no way around that. No one can do that for you. Opposite side. So make sure to tuck the tailbone under. Pull the belly in. Semi-stomach vacuum when you touch in. Everything is solid. Hopefully hard rock, but it will get there if it's not. So if you're liking it, let's do 2 more, 5 on each side, 5 right, 5 left, 5 right, 5 left, or do pelvic tilts if you're done, because you do have to work your way up. You can just do 1 round today, a couple of weeks from now, 2 rounds, and so forth. Let's extend the legs, reach over the head, stretch. Point the toes and really stretch. Walk your feet to the left and bring your right foot over the left, and you can clasp the right wrist with the left hand and really pull and stretch and reach and enjoy. Changing sides. Walk the legs over to the right, bring your leg over, pull the wrist, keep the shoulders and the hips down, and release. And you can rock up to seated, coming into a seated Sukhasana pose. Lengthening through the crown of the head, upright position, shoulders back and down. Chest open, breath easy and deep. And let's twist to one side, twist to the other. One more time. Closing pose, come onto all fours. Spread the fingers open. And hollow the belly. Little vacuum here. Release. 2 more. If your stomach is great, this class is really good for digestion, so you can do it for that. Last one. And release. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you feel strong and everything here is connecting, mending, repairing, healing, and just becoming strong and vibrant. And I'll see you with our next class. Namaste.